This tutorial is about conducting free foreign and international law research on the Internet. Foreign law is the domestic law of a country where you're not. It controls the relationship between the government of that country and its citizens. International law, on the other hand, is literally international. It's made up of voluntary agreements that guide the relationships and the activities between sovereign nations. It's more government to government as opposed to government to citizens. There are many good free authoritative resources for information for researching both foreign and international law on the Internet. New York University's GlobalX is an excellent source for both. We'll also look at the Law Library of Congress of the United States. We'll look at the United Nations and its resources online, as well as the American Society of International Law. This is New York University's GlobalX. You'll notice the web address here on the screen. They have research guides specifically for foreign law research, and that's an alphabetical list of countries and how to do research on law from those particular countries. Also, they have a series of international law research guides that are by topic. This is the foreign law research, and you'll see it's just an alphabetical list of countries. They'll have both the original research guide as well as any updates. They keep the original so you can compare. If there's something new added to the list, there will be a new button as well. So you just choose your country and click on the link. For this tutorial, I've chosen a research guide to Belgian law. It starts out with who the author is or authors, why they're authoritative, why you can trust the information that they're giving you about researching in that particular country, and it will give you a link to contact those particular authors if you have any questions or you have any comments for them. That's followed by the publication dates for the specific research guides. You'll notice that this one was published in September, October of 2007, an update then in October of 2010, and also in April of 2017. You can see those archived versions by just clicking on the links. Then below that, they'll have a table of contents starting with this particular country and its legal system. Is it a common law system? Is it a civil law system? Is there religious law? Or is it maybe a mixed jurisdiction that has all or some of those? Below that then will be links to direct sources of law from that country. Legislation, court opinions, administrative regulations, commentaries, all of those things. As opposed to foreign law research, GlobalX also has research guides for international law, and that's just alphabetical by topic. So you can scroll down through and you'll notice that many of the topics overlap. So just because you search for a specific topic doesn't mean there's only going to be one research guide on that topic. Again, you'll have a link to the research guides themselves, any updated guides, and if there's something new, there will be a red new button out beside, so to kind of draw your attention to, hey, somebody's working on this as we speak. So I went ahead and chose a guide to cases and materials on terrorism. And again, it starts out with a little bit about the author of this guide. Who are they? Why are they authoritative in this area? Why should you believe that this is how to do research on this particular topic? The author's name will be a live link, so you can reach out to that person with any questions or any comments, as well then as when was this published and is there a previous version and can I see that as well? Then you have a linked table of contents to all the different areas of research on this particular topic. So for example, with terrorism, how is it defined, aspects of counterterrorism activity, domestic terrorism, other jurisdictions, general sources of information, relevant aspects of law and how it applies to terrorism, etc. The Library of Congress is another really good source besides New York University. The Law Library of Congress has research guides on how to do legal research in particular countries. Again, it's just an alphabetical list of countries. I've got the web address for you here on the screen. You choose your country. It's going to give you then a guide to doing legal research in that particular country. It's going to have an introduction to the country. It's going to have links to the Constitution, the different branches of government, other legal research guides, and general sources if you need more demographic information. Most international law is in the form of treaties between countries. They might be bilateral between two countries or multilateral with multiple countries that have joined the agreements. A really good place to find the text of treaties is from a database from the United Nations called the United Nations Treaty Collection. That database is available for free at treaties.un.org. This is their landing page. I've pointed out a couple things for you here. One on the left is the status of treaties, and that status information is things like how many countries have joined, who are they, where are they in the process of joining, that sort of thing. On the right, then, they have the actual United Nations Treaty Series that is a title of a particular publication. You'll notice that with citations to treaties, very often it will be a number and then UNTS and then another number. That citation is actually to this series, the United Nations Treaty Series. You can search that for free here online. Just click on United Nations Treaty Series. You have multiple ways to search. Advanced search, a volume search if you have a citation itself, a title search. Participant search means which countries. So if you wanted to search all of the agreements to which a specific country is a party, you can search that way. I like to start with title search because it's very forgiving. Notice that you can type in whatever you have and then say match this phrase, match all of these words, match any of these words. So for example, I'm looking for a treaty that I know is about turtles. I'm not really sure what the title is, but I'm pretty sure it's got turtles in there somewhere. So I just typed in the word turtles and matched this phrase, and it's going to give me then the results list. Notice at the bottom there is one return. There's a registration number, there's a title. When I hover over that, it will actually read me out the entire title. Participants, the conclusion date, which is when they stopped writing that agreement, when they said this is our final version, join it or not. And then the entry into force date is when that particular treaty came into force. And then the treaty type, it's still open, it's multilateral, which means multiple countries have joined, but others can join if they meet the requirements. Now, I want to read this agreement. How do I do that? The only place there that's a live link is under participants where it says see details. If I click on that link, then it's going to tell me more about this particular document, this particular treaty, which is international law between the countries that have joined. Notice the title, the full title, Inter-American Convention for the Protection and Conservation of Sea Turtles. I knew it was about turtles. I knew I could find it, right? Who submitted it? Venezuela. Where was this actually written? In Caracas, and it tells you the date that they finished writing it. EIF is entry into force information. When did this enter into force? Authentic texts, meaning they wrote this international agreement in these languages right from the beginning, Spanish, Portuguese, French, English, because those are languages spoken in the Americas, and this is an inter-American convention, an inter-American international law. And then as you go on down, it'll tell you subject terms, the agreement type, etc. You can actually click on volume in PDF, and you'll notice that volume 2164.pdf, that's a live link. When you click on that, then you can read the actual language of the agreement. Below that then is that status information, which countries have joined, where are they in that process, when did that happen, when did this agreement take effect against that particular country. Another good source of international information is a body called the American Society of International Law. It is actually a professional organization for people who practice international law. It started out, of course, in the United States, hence the title American Society. More than half of the members now are foreign attorneys, so it is literally international. The website is just asil.org, ASIL.org. You'll notice then on the right, I've done the drop-down menu for resources. Some of these are for paid members only, but many of them are available for free right on the internet. There's a list of their primary publications. ASIL Insights are news articles written by people who practice international law about international legal topics, and they're very, very informative. International law in brief, etc. Lots and lots of good sources that you can get to here for free without being a member. The ASIL Insights, when you click on that link, you'll notice then you can go, yes, you can search using the search box at the top, and whatever your topic is, if there are ASIL Insights on that topic, they will be in the results list. But when you navigate to the ASIL Insights page, you can sort by year, you can sort by topic itself, or you can browse by scrolling down through the articles. For research assistance for foreign or international law or any type of research, feel free to contact us. You can stop by the library or you can email us at lawrefgp@law.stetson.edu, or you can call us on the phone at 727-562-7821.